Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started for Aquarius and see what messages we have for the week ahead. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Keeping in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone, so make sure to check out your other placements because you may have messages waiting for you there as well. Okay, Aquarius, what is the energy around the week ahead for Aquarius? Ooh, okay, we've got the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse coming out for you, Aquarius. Interesting. So you may have a lot of options coming your way right now, but you might not think so. You might not think you have as many options as you do. The interesting thing about the Seven of Cups is that it tends to lead to a situation where you kind of have to make a choice about something, but you can't see the full picture yet. You can't see it yet. And that might cause you to not want to take a step. You know, what I'm seeing here is that you've got this sort of energy here where you've got all these options to choose from, but none of them show you the full picture. It's just a taste. Like you could do this, you could do this, you could do this, but you can't see the outcome. You have no idea how it's going to go. And so there's that Ace of Pentacles saying, okay, which one are you going to take? Which new adventure are we going on next? And it's in reverse because I feel like you're hesitating. You're hesitating on making a choice because you don't know what will be the outcome of those choices, and they're all very emotional. Everyone is giving you a different vibe emotionally. And so you're sort of hesitating on which one to choose. Well, the good news here for you, Aquarius, is that you've got the Four of Wands. So that tells me you're going to be very happy with whatever choice you make. You're going to feel a lot of inner sort of reward. You're going to have a lot of inner celebration. And it's actually leading you through a gateway. I love that you got both of these cards because the gateway is present in both. You can see it here and here because you're walking through these two sets of wands. So you are going on a new adventure here. This is going to take you places, and I think you're going to be very happy that you went on this adventure. Now, I just glanced at the bottom of the deck, and I've got to show it to you. It's the Eight of Cups. So this tells me that part of your hesitation is that you don't want to let go of something. So in making your choice to move forward towards a new beginning, there is something that you've got to let go of, and you don't want to. You want to hang on to this, but it's almost like you can't take all this baggage through this gateway. You're going to have to walk away in order to be light and free enough to go on this new journey. Very interesting. So I do, you know, looking at that Four of Wands though tells me that whatever decision you do make when you're, you know, feel like it's time to pull the trigger, it's going to be one that you're pleased with. It's going to be very transformative, but you don't know in what way. You're not going to know until you make the choice. Seeing the Page of Cups in reverse here tells me that you don't actually see just how transformative this new beginning is, and it's causing some delays. I mean, your hesitation is causing a delay here for these two new beginning cards, one in the Pentacles, one in the Cups. Now what's on the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. Now that King of Swords is you, Aquarius. That's one of the many tarot cards that is about Aquarius specifically. So this Aquarius energy is coming through here to be like, we need to make a decision. We must be strategic. We must analyze. We must weigh things out. We must shift our perspective as needed and be flexible mentally so that we can achieve an outcome that is of the highest place for us. And perhaps that is causing you to hesitate. You are at a fork in the road, and you have a little bit of comparisonitis here, where you're sort of looking maybe at others and comparing things, and that could be causing the hesitation. Also, there's the hesitation of not knowing what the outcome will be, and almost feeling like you need to know what the outcome is before you make the choice to let go of things and move on. I don't know, Aquarius. It almost feels like you're going to have to make this decision intuitively. that logically, you want to make this decision logically, but you can't, because logically you would need to know the outcomes and then weigh out the outcomes and be like, okay, I'm going to go for that one because I like the outcome the best. This is a shift in your perspective to say, instead of looking at the outcomes, because you can't see the outcomes, you have to decide what journey is most pleasing to you. Which cup represents the journey that you would like to take, irrespective of the outcome, right? And it's interesting. I think it's actually moving away from one thing and choosing something else. And as I say that, look what pops out. The Eight of Cups, again, in a new deck, and the Page of Wands. So there is something you don't want to walk away from. The Page of Wands in reverse is akin to like when you see a child in a store who wants something and their mother is saying, no, you can't have it. No snacks before dinner. I'm not buying you another toy. I'm not buying you that chocolate bar. And the kid loses it, right? This is an analogy, not to suggest that you're a kid losing it in a store, but you're losing it in the sense that you don't want to walk away from this. You've got it in your mind that you've got this one thing that's what you want. And if you can't have it, it's almost like you're saying, well, then I don't want any of this. This is what I want. And it's funny, I laughed only because when the Eight of Cups came out, it was just as I was saying, is that it feels like in order to start this new beginning, you have to walk away from something that you want. And this is exactly what this combination is saying to me, that there is a journey of self-discovery that you could take here, but you're sort of stuck wanting something that no longer serves you. It's no longer the option that's being presented to you. You must walk away trusting that there is something else for you, and it's right here. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Four of Wands. It's right here. But there's a part of you that just can't let go of wanting this outcome. There was something that you had a strong emotional attachment to, and it's almost like you have to exchange that for something else. And now the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords, which is literally getting distance from something, like leaving that shoreline behind, you know, going to a new coastline. Sometimes this card actually means you're going to travel somewhere, but I think in this case it just means getting distance from this thinking in one way that says, I want this thing and this thing only. And if I can't have that thing, I don't want anything. Very limited way of thinking. And I think that we're seeing the King of Swords here to remind you that, I mean, one of the attributes of the King of Swords is this mental adaptability, where you can adapt and you can accept other things, right? It's just that sometimes you need to know the outcome first. You want to know, well, is it going to be, what's the outcome going to be? Well, you know, tell me the outcome and then maybe I'll choose it. But it's interesting, you know. Let's have a look at that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Justice. You don't think it's fair. You want what you want, Aquarius. You want what you want. I get it. But I feel like there's something here that's grander waiting for you. Maybe you want this, like symbolically, you want something that looks like this beautiful mountain, but maybe behind that mountain there's a whole range of mountains. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't know what lies behind what it is that you believe you want. There's something here pulling you in a different direction. And seeing Justice in reverse, I feel like you're thinking that it's not fair. I think that you're feeling like it's not fair that you don't get to choose what your new beginning is, that you want what you want, and that you're searching for something specific. And there could be something else there here, though. Like, it's almost like sometimes we have to surrender and release what we're being guided to release in order to experience something more fulfilling on an inner level. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, so now you've got the King of Swords coming out in reverse with the Two of Pentacles on that 4. So instead of feeling excited and grateful and that inner sense of reward that you're gonna, you know, start something new, it's almost like you're hesitating. And it's turning you into a one-track mind kind of person where you can't be adaptable, you can't be flexible. You're juggling so many options, you don't even see how fulfilling it would be to just focus on this new beginning and to choose something. I feel like some of the guidance of this reading is saying choose and explore. Choose and explore. See how it feels. Choose and explore. Instead of holding so many options where you've got no distinct priority and you're not able to sort of be flexible mentally, you're not adapting, and bottom of the deck now is another Aquarius card. It's the Star card. So, but it's in reverse. It's almost like you're dangerously close to losing hope that any new beginnings are possible. Because and I think it's just a rigidity where you're focused on, you got your eye on one thing and one thing only. And as a result, it's creating a rigid energy that is not helping you to be adaptable or flexible or open even to something different. Yeah. Three of Swords. You want something that hurt you once. You want another shot at this. I really think you want another shot at this, and you're not willing to accept anything else right now. You haven't let go of this painful separation just yet. And now the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So you could go one way or the other, but I feel like right now you've got your eye on something and that's what you want, and you're not really willing to negotiate. Although the guidance from this reading is saying just choose something else. Choose something else and see where that takes you. But I feel like you don't want to. You don't want to choose anything else. You don't think it's fair that it's even being asked of you to choose something else. It's interesting. Let's see what the oracle cards will guide you towards here, Aquarius. Yeah, there's a separation here that you have not accepted. It's the same one that you need to walk away from. These are the same. But the choice is yours. I feel like right now you don't know what to do. You got two twos here. You got the Two of Pentacles, which says you're sort of overloading yourself with all these options, and you're not being flexible with it. And then the Two of Swords says to me that you've got this analysis paralysis where you've analyzed everything from every way using logic. But ultimately, I think this is an emotional decision for you. This is a decision you're going to make with your emotions and your will, Aquarius. Because mentally, you're overwhelmed by this whole thing. And you can't let go of something here because of an emotional attachment to it, even though this reading is really guiding you to let it go and transform it to something else, to put your energy elsewhere. Let's see here for Aquarius. Multifaceted. A lot of people are getting this card. A lot of signs, I should say, are getting this card. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you are asking about. So that tells me this is out of your control. There's only so much of this that's in your control. The choice is up to you, but the outcome is certainly not. And if there's another person involved here, that outcome is not up to you either. And that might be what you don't think is fair. I think it's just the idea of moving past this, that you're like, that's not fair. Or perhaps the way this person interacted with you and it caused a separation. Maybe you think that's not fair. Passion and purpose is coming through. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. Pick where you feel passion and purpose. That's a very good message for you to hear, because that could help you narrow things down. The situation is multifaceted and you're being guided towards passion, where you feel passion and purpose. Where do you feel that? Where do you feel passion and purpose? Last card before we look at the bottom of the deck. Own your divine power. Love that. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Yes. This journey is yours, Aquarius. It's not about anybody else. And I feel like right now there's an emotional attachment to a certain individual or experience, but really it's time for you to own how you feel about this. And I think part of you does want to sort of, I feel like you want to reconcile with someone. But I don't know. It doesn't, this reading is really guiding you to move past it, I think, to walk away. You've got so much going on here. Bottom of the deck is answered prayers. It says here, all of your great work has opened up the door for divine solutions and support. So you may want to spend some time really reflecting on the emotional quality of everything you're going through here, and sort of to reach out to your higher self, to your higher power for guidance and support, because I feel like you're at a loss of what to do here. You're not sure which way to go. You have one direction that you want to take, but that's the one direction you're being guided away from. Aquarius. There is a new beginning. There is transformation here. You just have to choose it, or rather choose away from this past experience that you're focused on still. Yeah, you really want to see that come back. But perhaps it's time for a new adventure. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Aquarius. I hope this reading has been helpful. Thank you so much for joining me today. If it's resonated for you, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. If you would like a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description below. As always, I'm sending you so much love and light, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Take care.